Good day, grade 11s. I hope I find you well. Today, we will look at the poem, a very interesting poem by Jeremy Cronin, and it is entitled Motho ke Motho ka Batho Babang. Translated into English, a person is a person because of other people. Before we begin, I will read to you the biography of the poet Jeremy Cronin. He was born in Cape Town in South Africa, 1949. He became active in the South African Communist Party, the SACP, and was arrested and sentenced to 7 years imprisonment for being active in the struggle against apartheid. After he was released and South Africa became a democracy, he became a member of parliament. Let us imagine ourselves living without other people. Right now, I know most of you are sick and tired of sitting at home. We've been asked to stay at home for the next 21 days. And already we feel that we are closed up. We are not free at all. You can imagine the political prisoners that were sentenced to 10 years, 20, 30 years, or those that even got life. So the poet is saying that a person is a person because of other people. Without interaction, without communication, more often than not, we lose our sanity. So this poem gives us a scene of inmates who are trying to communicate with one another. This was a way of maintaining sanity by trying to keep in touch with one another. Point number 2, as a means of communication. Remember, the poet is incarcerated, he's behind bars, so he holds a mirror to reflect the image of the other prisoner right down the passage. Now we get the message that the prisoners are kept distant from one another. As the poet says in line 3, down there. So as he puts his mirror out of the bars, he is able to see a reflection of one of the inmates polishing a door handle. This was just one of the meaningless chores under imprisonment. The next point, as they make contact, they communicate in sign language. Down the passage, the inmate warns the poet by making the sign of a badge with his fist, with his free hand. Note the emphasis there. He calls it the free hand because it's the one that is able to do things unrestricted. So he takes it to his forehead where there's an imaginary cap to indicate that there is a warder present. So he's warning the other inmate that, yes, even though you're trying to make communication, be careful. There is a warder who is watching me. So he also signals that he's being watched by making a V with his two fingers. And again, this is very effective communication. We are then also put into the picture by the poet because he gives us additional information in brackets where he explains to us what this sign language means. So these interpretations or explanations of the sign language makes it very easy for us as readers to understand exactly what is going on. Next, even though this inmate has communicated that he is being watched, he does not dismiss the poet, but again makes the watch hand's arc on his wrist to alert him that they can communicate later. Continues, however, to polish the door handle to avoid trouble with the warder. The warder is, however, suspicious and asks him what he's doing. Hey, wat maak jy daar? Of course, he responds that he's up to nothing, but simply doing his job. Now, this inmate, polishing the door handle, returns to the poet using his talkative hand for a black fist, which interpreted demonstrates Ubuntu, what we've been talking about all along. A person is a person because of other people. That fist provides comfort, strength, and encouragement. In conclusion, we see that this poem explores the cruelty of isolation as a form of punishment and how the prisoners found comfort in one another in order to survive prison. More often than not, when we are teaching in class, you express boredom by talking to your friend because you just cannot stand the pressure of the lesson anymore. This is what we're talking about. You need that comfort. Somebody to just tell you, don't worry, there's 5 minutes remaining. It's that encouragement that keeps us going. Okay, thank you. Don't forget to do the questions on the poem. They are there in your files. Please write the answers in your poetry exercise books. Don't forget to indicate the date as well, and we will proceed from there. Thank you.